Alright, so once again, I'm on the bicycle, better known as the old person's death trap. Hopefully I'll survive. So we've looked at one museum, and we're heading down to the only grocery store on the island, get something to drink, and then we're gonna head out and look at some more museums and more sights to see. And Beaver Island has their AMVETS, American Veterans Post 46. This is their memorial. Not quite sure why. At this point, the flags are all at half staff. It's got a nice walkway where you can have the bricks engraved. Couple plaques. These are the supporters who helped build the memorial. More memorial bricks here. And the center monument, lest we forget. It's got the Army, the Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Merchant Marine. Bell to your left. Information about the AMVETS Post 46 sponsoring the memorial. And then the plaque on the far right. Honoring specific people who gave their lives that lived on Beaver Island. Quite a few people for being such a small island. I'm sure wherever they went was quite a bit different lifestyle than where they came from. And the memorial is right on the water. The harbor down that way. There's also a memorial brick in the Memorial Brick Garden. And Lisa pointed out another painted rock. And that's a quick look at the memorial. We're heading back to Hell on Wheels and heading to the grocery store. And we almost crashed. We're heading to McDonoghue's Market. There's the entrance to the market. They have a restaurant. And I think we're going to go to the restaurant first. Alright. So, small change of plans. We're going to check out the brewery first. If I get on the bike. That's the Whiskey Point Brewing Company. Not quite sure why I had to get back on the bike. Alright, reschedule of plans. The brewery's not open until 2 o'clock. So I think we're heading back to McDonoghue's Market cafeteria, lunchroom, restaurant. You know, me on a bicycle, probably not the safest way to travel anymore. Okay, I'm off the bike. We have a change of plans. This is part of McDonoghue's, but this is the brewery. But there's a couple more painted rocks I wanted to show you. Some of them are very clever. And then there's this one. But since they're closed, what we're going to do is go back to the grocery store and get something to drink. And then we're going to come back here about 2 o'clock and have pizza. Somebody's license plate obviously knew I was coming at him with a bicycle. It says, avoid me. Okay, we are stopping at the Maritime Museum. See a couple old ships. Dry dock. Beaver Island Historical Society Fishing Village sign. And of course, we found a painted rock. We're going to head inside the museum. This is the ferry that we took over to the island. There's others. This is information on the Whiskey Point Lighthouse. Again, the house is gone. They're going to try to rebuild it. Here's a very unique, like, shadow box that somebody made. The old roll top work desk. Always wanted a roll top desk. A couple of great models of ships. Very interesting information about the boat builder. In this beautifully crafted boat. And look at the intricate detail around the edge here. And assuming that's the logo, William Freeze. It's a very unique weather vane. Or samples of various boats used in fishing on the island.
president, the governor, mayor.
Grandfather's nutshell.
Oh, really?
He spent some time here. He was a builder in Grand Rapids for his career.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Well, we're from Allendale.
Okay.
Yeah, we retired and moved up to Baldwin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and but we were
It's the John J. Boland,
over on the west side of
1953. It's 1/116.
So, yeah.
This is what fish you can get out. Only the Indians can fish here
They
now.
had them nightclubs
No more commercial fishing other than what the Indians do.
years ago.
CMU has a biological station. That's what the old Coast Guard building is. We're going to go take a look at that shortly. But here's some information on what CMU is doing.
I went there once, when I was younger. We had a great.
The museum goes down to the basement. There's an example of a portable foghorn. And the Coast Guard ship. Here's a ship's log from one of the ships that fished. A lot of ship models, obviously, in the Marine Museum. Shows you how the fishing nets worked. A lot of various different tools. It's a boat from the Carl D. Bradley. Another little model ship made by somebody in Charlevoix. But this is a very large boat. Apparently the Carl D. Bradley had a wreck. Somebody wrote a song about it. There's some information on the wreck of the Carl D. Bradley and how it sunk. There's a picture of it. Somebody's nice artwork. It talks about the actual shipwreck here. Can't read it all, but if you freeze the frame, you'll be able to read this. There's an artist's rendition of how it happened. This came from the ship.
So if the life raft tipped over, either side is the right side. And it had a 3-inch board around the side, we call a freeboard. And it had slats.
Somebody was sitting right in that chair, right by the lifeboat, that was talking about it.
Ropes and a life jacket. We opened it up and Elmer took out the 3 flares and he lit one.
And one of the ships we looked at the beginning, the Bob S. fishing ship. I don't know if it's seaworthy anymore, but we get to go inside. Just kind of shows you how it's made. It's larger inside than I would have thought, but ship's wheel. Porthole so you can see all around. You open up in the front. Kind of hard to see here. That's the ship's wheel. Very large ship's wheel. That's what you would see if you were piloting the boat. In the back of the boat, one very large engine that propels it. It's not fancy, it's not made for comfort. It's obviously made to work, but very large area for nets. Pictures of it while it was still in the water. And a very large opening out back. Portholes. Ship opens up on the side as well, and then it looks like you can just slip that part right out. So you have a much wider opening as you're pulling in nets. That's up front. That was one of the tools used to haul in the nets. It's right here. Now outside the ship, shows you one of the openings on the side there. Very low rails. I would assume you don't do a lot of work on the top. Got some basic house shingles towards the pilot house. And this is the view outside the museum. A lot of private yachts and sailboats across the way. Some beautiful houses on the shore. The water here is very clear. It's a very nice museum, well worth the visit. It's free, they just take a donation.